This is sad, but less than 10% of your followers on Instagram actually get to see your content. No matter how much time and creativity you've put into that content, it's guaranteed that the algorithm will only show that content to less than 10% of your followers. But one thing I'm going to guarantee you today is show you how you can use Instagram ads to ensure that each one of your followers get to appreciate the effort and the time and creativity you've put into your content, and they can actually see it and appreciate it and choose whether they engage and share it with their friends and like your content. It's your boy Michael from GRNDXAGENCY, and we teach independent musicians, producers, and record label owners how to attract, grow, and monetize their music careers using paid marketing. So let's jump into my computer so I can show you how to use Instagram ads to break that algorithm. So right now you can see we're on my computer and I'm on the Facebook ad manager. I've previously created a video that explains why you need to be using the ad manager instead of using the boost option on Instagram. So as we're on here, it's going to show you the pages that are connected to your ad manager account and your actual ad manager account. But where we need to go right now is to the left hand side, and you can see over here, it's got the ad manager account that you're currently on. And then you need to go here where it says audiences. You're going to tap here. Okay, once you've selected here, what you're then going to do is tap where it says create, and then you click custom. So let me briefly just explain what a custom audience is. A custom audience is basically a collation of all of the different types of people that have interacted with your videos, interacted with your Instagram page, interacted with your website. It basically collects data and groups them into specific audiences based on how people have interacted with you as a brand, as an individual, and based on different social media platforms. So for example, when I click custom audiences, you're now going to see a list of different type of custom audiences that you can create, and it's telling you where the sources are coming from. As I explained before, you can see it says website. If you have an app, if you have a customer list, you can upload that and you can target people that you've got on your customer list. You can also look at the video views, people that have watched a certain percentage of a video view. And then this is what the video was all about today, which is Instagram. So what we're going to do over here is tap Instagram. Click the eye quickly. It goes create an audience of people who have visited or interacted with your Instagram profile, posts, or ads. You will need a professional account, which can be either a business or a creator account. It's basically just saying that your type of account that you have can't be a normal profile on Instagram. It has to be a business account or a creator account for you to be able to even think about creating a custom audience. So right now we're in the process of creating a specific custom audience using the source of an Instagram account, which the whole emphasis of this video is to show you how you can make sure that your content is seen by your followers. And the way you're going to do that is by learning how to create a custom audience on Instagram, and that's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to click next over here. You can see we're presented with this screen over here. It's going to ask you for your source, and your source is basically the businesses that you have. And what I'm going to do is tap GRNDXAGENCY. As you can see, there's other accounts that are attached to our agency that we've run ads on before. And then that's the first thing. So the first section here is asking you, where do you want it to pull from? We want it to pull from our agency because we want to be able to show our content to all of the people that have viewed or interacted with our Instagram agency's profile. So we've selected a source. You select your source here. Then it's going to ask you for the event. So it goes everyone who has engaged with your professional account. So what it's basically asking you here is includes people who visit your profile or took an action on your post or ad, such as likes, comments, saves, carousel swipes, or button taps or shares. So it's basically saying anyone that has engaged with your profile on Instagram, do you want to put them in your custom audience? What audience do you really want in this custom audience? What sort of behaviors should they have performed for them to meet the conditions of being part of that specific custom audience that you're trying to retarget in your custom audience? And these are the type of people that we want. We want people that have engaged with the profile. There's other options here. It says anyone who has visited your account profile. So that's people that have just merely visited. So if they've looked at your profile, you'll be putting them in there. People who have engaged with any of your posts. So this is specifically for people that have engaged. So it's basically breaking down the audiences based on specific behavioral patterns. So you can see one says visited, the other one says who has engaged. And then this one is targeting people that have saved specific posts. So no one that has engaged or no one that has visited would be put in this. It's specifically looking for people that have saved any of your posts or your ads. So that's how you can target specific people based on their certain behaviors. But what we're looking to do is look for people that have engaged with our Instagram account. So that's selected here. And then the next part is very important. It's talking about the retention. So what you can pretty much do is categorize your custom audiences based on, the time period that they've engaged with you. So you can go from anywhere between 7 days all the way up to 365 days, which is the maximum. So for instance, if I wanted to say I only wanted to get people that have engaged with our Instagram profile in the last 14 days, I could do that. So it's going to create a custom audience of people that have engaged with our Instagram account within the last 14 days. So for example, if I've run an ad campaign or done anything, and I know it's brought a lot of traffic to our Instagram profile, what I would want to happen is I only want people that have recently engaged with our profile to see it. But if I'm saying to myself, I want to create a custom audience of people that have engaged with our profile within the last 365 days, then let's just do that. Let's change this all the way to 365 days. Error there, 365 days. So, and I can change it if I wanted to as well. It doesn't have to be 365. It could be 30 days. It could be whatever number you want. It can even be 1 day. So what I said before in regards to starting off with 7, it doesn't have to be 7. It could be 1 day. But you want to pick a time span that is realistic because you want as much people in that audience as possible, because the lower number of people in an audience means the less people you're likely going to be able to reach because the audience size is too small. So what we're going to go for over here is 365 days because we know that's going to give us the maximum amount of data. So what we're going to do here is name this break IG algorithm. And if you wanted to add an extra description, you could. But let's just break down what we've done here. We said create an Instagram custom audience. We said select the source of our agency's Instagram page. Remember, in order for you to be able to do this, you need a professional business account, or you even need to create a profile on Instagram to enable your custom audiences. And then we look over here on the event section, and what it's saying here is what type of event do we want to track to use it as the deciding factor of the type of audience we're going to create for our custom audience. Is it someone that saved our post? Is it someone that has merely just visited our profile? Or is it someone that has engaged with our profile on Instagram? And we want people that have engaged, which counts as comments, likes, and visits, all of that. So anyone that has had any sort of interaction with our Instagram profile, we want them in this audience. And then it gives us the luxury of selecting the time period. Do we want someone that has visited within the last day, or do we want someone that has visited within the last 365 days? I named it Break IG Algorithm, and then I'm going to create the audience. It says your custom audience was created. It's just letting me know that it's going to take a few minutes. Then I'm just going to click done. So as you can see, I've left the custom audience to populate for a little bit, and you can see it's now popped from less than 1,000 all the way up to 20,000, and it's still populating, which means it hasn't finished, figuring out all of the people that have interacted, engaged with our Instagram profile. So that is potentially going to get larger and larger. So that's what you basically want to do. You want to set up your custom audience, which is targeting your Instagram engagements, and what it is also going to do is just find all of the people that have liked, commented, shared, visited, whatever they've done on your profile that has some point of interaction. It's going to populate it into this custom group. So now what I'm going to do is show you how to add that to your ad campaign so that you're targeting people that follow you already. The key thing for you to understand here is we've now created a custom audience of the last 365 days of anyone that is engaged with our Instagram profile. But what that is doing is it's basically creating a custom audience of people that are warm audiences, which means they already know who we are. So they're more likely to have some element of familiarity and trust with us. So now on our ad manager account, what you want to do is create the ad. And then you want to select the campaign objective. For example purposes, we're going to select traffic, click continue. We're going to be on that campaign level. As you can see here, what we want to do is select the ad set level at the top in the middle. Then we want to scroll all the way down to audience. And on audience, you're going to see it says create new audience. And it says custom audience. And because we've created a custom audience using our Instagram profile of the last 365 days, you select here. And then you can see it says break IG algorithm. And you can see the 20,000 that I showed you before. Audience size is there. And yeah, you can see that this is the custom audience that we've created of all of the people that have engaged with our Instagram account. So what that basically means is when our ad is being shown to specific users in that group, we know that these are the people that are presently following us on Instagram, or they've interacted with our profile and they're familiar with our profile. And we can guarantee that the 10% that we're struggling, less than 10% that we're struggling to get to view any of our posts that we put on Instagram, we know that we can guarantee by putting £1 a day, $1 a day to target this custom audience of 20,000 people that is still populating and may rise to a larger number. We know that we're likely to reach between 907 or 2.6 thousand people in this specific audience of 20,000 that's still populating. So this is a quick and simple way that you can break the algorithm on Instagram and ensure that the less than 10% becomes more than 10% of eyeballs that are viewing the content that you put out on Instagram's profile. And your content actually gets appreciated and seen, most importantly, by the followers that are actually following you and want to see your content. So what we've done is we've created an Instagram custom audience that is 365 days of people that have engaged with any of our content on Instagram. We put that into a custom audience. It populated to 20,000. Then we went over to the ad manager account, created a traffic campaign. Then we went over to audiences, and you can see we selected our custom audience of 20,000 individuals. And you can see now this is going to be the custom audience that is going to be targeted. So that's just an example of how you can ensure that people that have interacted with your profile, visited your profile, or performed any sort of action on your Instagram profile are able to see the content that you put out there. In regards, now you understand how to beat the algorithm and ensure that all your followers get to appreciate the content that you create. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that by tapping the subscribe button, the red button here. If you're already following us and you ain't already tapped the notification bell, make sure you do that as well, because you don't want to miss out when we drop videos just as valuable as this. If you've got any questions about Instagram ads, custom audiences, or any questions at all, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. If you want any particular videos to be created around music marketing that you haven't already seen on YouTube, definitely leave comments in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer you back. Hope to see you guys on the next video.